A shocking incident once again shook the public and the BTS fan community. ARMY. After news of a sudden meeting between Kim Taehyung, V of BTS, and Jeon Jungkook at a military facility surfaced. This was not just an ordinary visit, but it is strongly suspected that this emotional moment holds a deep reason that has never been revealed before. Why did Taehyung, who had just completed his mandatory military service, choose to immediately visit Jungkook, who is still stationed in a different military unit? Was it simply a celebration of the end of military service? Or is there another, more personal and touching truth? According to information circulating in online communities and several reports from South Korean media, the meeting was not part of an official military agenda or a typical ceremonial activity. In fact, the interaction was said to have taken place privately, without media presence or public documentation. This is what then triggered widespread speculation and a big question. What is really behind that meeting? An internal source who refused to be named revealed that Taehyung visited the military base where Jungkook is stationed just one day before the youngest member was scheduled to complete his military service. However, the visit was not only symbolic as a form of support between members. According to the source, the meeting lasted for almost an hour in a closed room without the involvement of others, not even their closest military peers. This secrecy has led many fans to speculate that an important emotional conversation took place, possibly concerning their future in the entertainment world, or even within BTS itself. Several armies following this development through online communities like Weverse and X, formerly Twitter, expressed shock at the news. Many also revealed sadness and emotion after hearing that the reason behind the visit was likely related to Jungkook's mental and emotional condition, approaching the end of his military service. Issues regarding the mental pressure experienced by BTS members during mandatory service are not new, but they have rarely been openly confirmed. This time, Taehyung's visit is seen as a strong signal that something serious is happening with Jungkook. Even more emotionally stirring, a user on the Korean forum Pan8 wrote that Taehyung came not only as a friend, but as someone who deeply understands the burden Jungkook carries. It is known that Jungkook, as the youngest member, often puts high pressure on himself to maintain the group's image and respect the seniority within the military. Additionally, with his service nearly over, rumors suggest that Jungkook feels doubtful and unprepared to return to the spotlight of the entertainment world so soon. This raises a major question. Was Taehyung's visit a personal intervention to provide mental support to Jungkook? Was that meeting a turning point for a more significant and serious decision, such as Jungkook possibly taking a long break or even considering a deeper dive into his solo career? What touched the public even more was the fact that Taehyung did not engage in any other activities after the visit, even canceling his personal schedule, including possibly attending his own post-military celebration. His focus was singular: to meet Jungkook in whatever condition. This gesture is considered a true form of solidarity and emotional sacrifice that is very rarely seen in the entertainment industry. A Korean pop culture journalist, in his opinion column for the Korea Herald, wrote that this moment could be concrete proof of the irreplaceable closeness between two BTS members and might be a defining moment for the direction of their relationship, both professionally and personally, after going through a high-pressure military period. He also added that Taehyung's actions greatly reflect the values that BTS has always upheld: loyalty, support, and empathy. While the public still awaits an official statement from the agency or a personal comment from either of them, this moment has already triggered an extraordinary emotional wave among ARMY. Many feel that whatever happened behind that closed door, Taehyung's decision to meet Jungkook personally is an act of love and genuine care. Not a few fans admitted to crying upon realizing that this interaction could be one of the last ways for Taehyung to show his concern before they both return to a world full of spotlights and pressure point. One of the most liked comments on the weverse platform stated, "If Taehyung came to make sure Jungkook is okay before the world pressures him again, who are we not to give him time to recover?" Now, speculation about Jungkook's fate after finishing military service has become a topic of discussion again. Will he return to the industry immediately? Will he take more time to rest? Or is there another, more shocking possibility, such as a long personal hiatus? Amid all those questions, one thing is clear. The emotional moment between Taehyung and Jungkook is not just a personal event, but a depiction of how complex and deep the relationships among BTS members can be, often hidden behind the glittering stage. For ARMY, this event serves as a reminder that behind the fame and grand achievements, there are human beings who also need to be embraced, understood, and given space to feel vulnerable. And now that question continues to echo in the minds of all fans. What exactly did Taehyung and Jungkook talk about in that closed room? The answer may not come today, but the tears and prayers from millions of fans around the world are enough to prove they are not alone. Amid the widespread emotional reports and public speculation among ARMY and K-pop fans alike, it has become necessary to straighten out the information that has been circulating. After examining various sources, confirming data from official parties, and carefully reviewing the flow of the viral news, it can be concluded that the report regarding Taehyung's private and emotional meeting with Jungkook at the military base, filled with tears and hidden meaning, cannot be factually proven and contains many speculative elements. First of all, it must be emphasized that there has been no official statement from BTS's agency, bighit Music, under HYB labels, regarding a visit by Taehyung to Jungkook at any military facility. Until now, all the circulating information has only come from online community speculation, forum user comments, and emotional narratives that are not based on verified journalistic reports. Second, no visual documentation, photos, or videos have been found to verify that the visit actually occurred. In the K-pop world, where every move of the artist is easily monitored by media and fans, such a major event could not possibly go unnoticed by the public if it truly happened. In fact, the absence of evidence is a strong indicator that the narrative leans more toward fans' emotional interpretation rather than a verified incident. Third, the narrative that claims Jungkook is under heavy mental pressure and needs personal support from Taehyung has never been disclosed by Jungkook himself or by any official party. Raising mental health issues without confirmation from the individual concerned is a risky act that can lead to stigma and misunderstanding, especially when used to construct unverified dramatic stories. Fourth, the claim that the meeting was held behind closed doors with no other involvement contains logical contradictions. If the meeting truly was secret and unknown to anyone, then it would be impossible to publish detailed reports about the content of their conversation, the duration of the meeting, or the emotions involved. A narrative claiming to come from an insider, but offering no concrete data cannot be journalistically justified. Moreover, credible Korean media outlets such as Yonhap News, Korea Herald, and Dispatch have never published reports on such a meeting. The absence of coverage from these trusted media further strengthens the suspicion that this news has no basis in reliable information. If such a moment truly happened and carried the emotional weight that was mentioned, it would certainly be confirmed and reported objectively by official media. But the fact remains, there is not a single official report to cite. Furthermore, the collective emotional response from ARMY reacting to this issue with grief, sadness, and even tears stems from their deep emotional attachment to their idols, not from the existence of concrete evidence regarding the incident. Such feelings are very human, but in the context of journalism and information dissemination, we must be careful in distinguishing between fact and interpretation, between reality and emotional hope. Upon closer examination, the narrative closely resembles fanfiction content or shipper speculation that turns the emotional closeness between BTS members into material for imaginative exploration. In the entertainment world, this is common, but when presented in news format without verification, such information becomes disinformation. This clarification is important not only to maintain public information integrity, but also to protect the artists from pressure or baseless expectations. Both Taehyung and Jungkook are individuals who have the right to privacy, the right not to be the subject of emotional rumors without confirmation, and the right to carry out their military service without interference from public narratives built solely on feelings. As consumers of information, ARMY and the general public are urged to be more critical in absorbing and sharing information, especially those involving the personal lives and mental health of artists. Raising empathy is good, but if done on top of unverified information, it risks creating a clouded atmosphere and adding psychological pressure to the idols involved. To conclude this clarification, it must be stated that there is no strong evidence that Taehyung made a private visit to Jungkook with specific intentions prior to the latter's military discharge. There is no documentation, no official statement, nor credible media reports supporting that narrative. Therefore, the news is best described as an emotional rumor circulating among fans, not factual news. For fans, it is important to continue supporting their idols in a healthy, objective, and responsible way. Respecting privacy and refraining from spreading unfounded narratives is the most concrete form of love that true fans can show. Now, the public awaits the official news about Jungkook's return from military service and what activities Taehyung will resume after his enlistment. Whatever their decisions may be, sincere support without excessive speculation will always be the most meaningful. So, what really happened between Taehyung and Jungkook? Until concrete evidence is presented by official parties, the most accurate answer for now is no extraordinary event has been confirmed. All emotional narratives about the meeting lack factual basis and should not be regarded as truth.